Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh to our brothers and sisters in our international communities. I would like to introduce you to our broadcast called Seventh Word Broadcast. We are based in Somaliland, the city called Hargeisa, and with Diaspora's returnees, holla back. Welcome to our show. Please enjoy yourself and let me show you what we got for you. Interesting topics. Fire! Holla back. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Welcome to Seventh
Word Podcast.
First of all, the last episode, I promised you guys we will build a new studio. We did the damn thing, homie.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's the first time we in the new studio, right?
Yeah, last time we
session?
recorded was December. Now we're getting into March. Ramadan is coming around the corner, and we built a brand new studio, man. We got the swagger up again. You know what I mean?
You're looking nice.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. So today we have a special episode with Hibo Jamac from the UK. Let me give her an introduction first of all. She's from the UK. She owns a business called Vita Skin Clinic. We own an office called Sevens Mining Company, and she's our opposite. Yeah, you're opposite us.
Yeah, that's right.
And we will talk about her business in a minute. But first of all, the most interesting part for me was really she's a mother of 4. MashaAllah, your oldest is 15, correct?
Yes, that's right.
And she's from London.
You will not say.
London.
50 years old, mashallah.
MashaAllah. London is not an easy city to live. And let's ask her, why you decide to come home to the motherland?
Well, thank you first. Thank you for having me. I am so happy to be part of your podcast.
MashaAllah.
Yes, my name is Hibo Jamac, and I used to live in London for a long time. I have 4 boys, and we decided to move to Hargeisa just for them, actually, to better their religion, culture, and language. So we're here for a year and 8 months now, and we're loving it.
Maybe give a little introduction. First of all, Ahmed, my co-host.
Yeah, because for what I understood, your background is computer science.
Yes.
What led you to skin aesthetics?
You know what? Like, I graduated as a computer science, and I was really good at it, actually. But when I graduated, I found a job, and that job was completely different than what I studied, and that was like investment and finance. I worked there for 8 years.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Then I had the kids, and it was really tough to manage work and home.
Balance.
So what I did, I changed my career again as a medical esthetician to open my own business, which I do now.
Look, before we get into your business, MashaAllah, first of all, computer science ain't easy. Investment ain't easy. I would like to go back to the situation in London. Maybe explain to our international communities. It is very difficult to have boys in London, especially the age group you are in.
Yeah.
We know London became a very violent criminal city, unfortunately, and young black men being always harassed by the police as well. And the biggest problem that we have in the Western society is our kids spend more time at school and in the neighborhood than at home. Because mother and father both have to work. Life is very expensive.
That's right.
And they adapt to certain cultures. They're not part of our cultures.
Yeah.
Somalilanders are not gang people. Over there, we become gang. Why? Because we have to defend ourselves.
Yeah.
When you jump on a bus in the morning to school, you're always being attacked by Jamaicans, by British boys, by Asians, because they always hang around with and they always like to pick on the new generations.
Yeah.
And Somalis are the new immigrants in the UK the last 30 years. And with other cultures and other ethnic groups being there for 100 years, you know?
Yes.
So I love the mothers doing this right now, coming home, bringing the boys home. They learn their religion, they learn the culture, who we are, and our identity is very important for a young man.
It's very important, yeah. That's why, because there's identity loss for the boys, because my boys actually thought they British. Like when I was away from UK, we are British, but no, you're from Somaliland, and you're Somalilanders. So it was so hard for us to actually put that into their head. But now when we came, they saw the culture, they see different people, different background. They've never actually mixed with so many Somalis or Somalilanders. So that's why it's really important. It's so important to bring the kids.
You know, it called third child syndrome. Your parents born in one place.
Yeah.
So that's the culture and the identity you have in your house and the language.
Yeah.
You born in a second place, like the UK, young boys, and then you come back home, because even coming home has its own challenges, because they call us Gorbachev kids, diaspora kids, and the locals, community and the local don't really like us. You have to fight for your position here. You have to fight for your position in the UK, and you have to fight for your position at home.
Oh, much so. Because even me, I left here when I was 9. I was really young. Then I lived part of my life in Middle East, in Doha. Then when I was 16, 17, I went UK. So sometimes I was lost myself. Like, I didn't even know where I belonged to. Even though UK, I stayed most of my life in UK, and I never thought ever I will come back. But here you go. I came back for the kids.
Me too. Me too. It was very, very. I couldn't believe I'm still 8 years here. 8 years I'm here.
Yeah, amazing.
I couldn't speak the language. I had long hair. I was a professional basketball player, and I had a I don't care attitude in the West.
Yeah.
But there was something missing.
Yeah.
Because in the end, we're Somalis, we're black, we're Muslims.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And here today, I had to fight for my position. You know, I'm respected today.
Oh, big time, yeah.
You have to fight for your rights. You know what I mean? It's all over again. New immigrant banha, you know. Ahmed.
Yeah. So back to the because we like took a detour, but
this is the whole part. That's the whole part of this broadcast. You know what I mean? We want to show our diaspora communities who we are and where we are and where we're from. And if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. That's my motto. You know, this is the basement where we have to go back through to our culture, to our roots, you know. And it's important as Somalilanders because you guys bring intelligent. You're a mother to begin with. Your boys being raised in the West. Their standards higher than the locals. And we need people like you to build this nation. Because the locals only care about their own pockets. They build nice houses, but they don't build the roads in front of the houses. They don't have a sewage system. They don't have a water drainage system. It's useless. So if you don't get people like you back and give birth to more kids in this country and raise your own kids, so we can change something for the future.
Yeah, and I think it's already changing.
Too slow.
Yes, it's too slow, but
it's getting there.
It's getting there.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Look, let's be honest to each other.
Yeah.
If we have a problem, we accept things too easy.
Yeah.
We shouldn't. The standard that we have in the West and the attitude that we have, we bring it here. Yes, it has to be slowly introduced, slowly. But fight for your rights. Fight for what you know.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like, how we don't have water still? It's 2025, brother.
What is life?
Brother, why are we getting all our vegetables from Ethiopia? 98% we import nation. We eat plastic rice. Why? Because the locals is older, no. And if people like us don't come back and tell them better with a good akhlaq and slowly, things will not change. That's why I support diaspora businesses. I take my money to a diaspora.
And that's where Hibo comes in with the skin treatment.
My man, take over, brother.
I think 10 years ago, or not even 10 years, 5, 6 years ago, skin treatment wasn't a thing in this country.
Yeah.
How long has Vita Clinic been open?
Well, we opened last year, just after Ramadan, like after Eid. So we're gonna be a
1 year
anniversary soon, in May, inshallah. So yes.
So what kind of challenges have you faced?
In Somaliland?
Opening this.
Oh, okay. There's actually a lot of challenge what I do because the main thing that I do is vitamins. If it's vitamin drips or vitamin supplements, as well as skincare. In Hargeisa, people care more makeup and hair.
True.
And bleach.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But
but looking after your skin, like why I'm saying looking after your skin, like do the treatment as a skincare is so important, but people don't really care because they want quick fix. They just want to put makeup on, or as he said, like bleach yourself and
just concealing the issues.
Concealing the issues. But what I do is like solve the problem with the skin, like if it's pigmentation, if it's acne, if it's like any other problem,
supplements,
on the face. So the problem I face is people don't want to do it. They don't understand, and they just how long it's gonna take. How long it's gonna take this issue go? I was like, you know what? You have to take your time. It will take 3 to 6 months to fix the issues. It's not a quick thing, and because it has been like a long issue before, but it's really hard. It's really hard to make them understand. So now it's getting better because there's a lot of awareness. I do a lot of advice than doing the treatments.
Okay.
Maybe I'd like to add something to it. I did the vitamin test, and I was very lucky. My vitamins are very high because I was a professional basketball player and I know how to take care of myself. But my cousin, who was very strong, he's a gym boy, complete opposite.
Yeah, and the other thing is
Everything was red.
yes, and the other thing is like it's not important. The vitamins not important for us as Somalis.
The society, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You know, Somalis, the old generation used to live off camel milk
Yeah.
and the goat milk, you know?
Yeah.
And they used to be very tall, handsome, strong people, you know?
Yeah.
The new generation, unfortunately, sells the milk. And now everybody can afford it no more. Back in the
Yeah.
days, milk was for free.
Yeah.
Everybody was having it. And we used to farm ourselves.
Yeah.
So what happened is now we are actually deprived of important vitamins in childbirth.
Yes.
In the mother's womb, it starts, you know?
Yeah.
Our kids who are 10 years old look like 6 years old.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like when you come with us, we're all 2 meters. We're all tall, strong, white shoulders.
I know.
And
And I think it's all the nutrition
correct.
and the vitamins.
Correct.
And the food.
Correct.
The main thing of the vitamins, and I actually advise this every single day, is food. If your food is correct, your vitamins are
I love
correct,
that,
your
right.
minerals are correct. So, like, you have to have a good food. What is the good food? We usually eat like pasta, berries, lahore. That's the main carbohydrate,
Yeah.
and that is nothing to do with vitamins.
Correct.
Like we need vegetables, we need fruits, we need fish, eggs,
You
all
know,
of that.
One of the biggest issues, again, is finances. You know,
Yeah.
back in the days, we used to live in communities together.
Yeah.
Okay? One guy makes that money, and another guy has to farm. Another guy has to camels. Another guy has this. Everybody had something.
Everybody
and
had-
people used to trade with each other and took care of each other. That's why when a baby was in a wound, it was strong. When the baby came born, it was already healthy from day one because it starts in the wound. It doesn't start when you're 5 years old. So today, our mothers and our sisters, they're struggling because why? We don't have good men anymore. 80% of our men are child addicts. So what he does is goes out, make $10, $15, 70% he uses an addiction. And then whatever he finds, he sends to his missus. And the missus, she does her best.
Yeah.
She's trying to buy little vegetables, little this, whatever she has, what she works with. And again, it comes to the fathers. You know, we're a fatherless nation, unfortunately, because of this child addiction. And back in the days, our man was real man, like my dad. My dad, your dad, his dad, everybody, Masha Tabakala, used to take care of the women and take care of the families.
Yeah.
And even if they marry 2 or 3, they take care of them. Today they marry 2 or 3 and they don't even have the financial capacity for it. You know what I mean? And that's why, unfortunately, we are undernourished. And we are the
Yeah.
bottom of the list, by the way.
Yeah.
It's completely true.
And
Why-
yeah,
why?
and yeah, if the food is not, it's not contain a lot of vitamins, because they can't, as you said, like they can't afford it. But that's where we come, like supplement. Supplement will help food, like will support your system, or even vitamin drips, because that will go through to your bloodstream.
Correct.
And
Straight to
give
the
you
source.
that nutrient and vitamin and minerals so quickly to your body. Then they have to maintain it to have good food and supplement.
Good lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, you've been operating for a year. What kind of issues or problems have you seen in the Somali, in the men versus the women?
In terms
When
of
it comes-
vitamins?
No, mostly
Business-wise.
skin.
Okay.
Skin issues.
Skin issues is a major thing in Somaliland. I would say like women more than men.
Okay.
There's some men have like a little bit problems,
Okay.
but acne, but women having so much issues such as hyperpigmentation, hypersensitivities, and melasma, and that is all to do with either the chemical that they use in as a whitening
The
product,
bleaching.
yes, or the sun, no protection because there's so much sun exposure. Yeah.
So they have more sun exposure than men?
Oh yeah, there's a. Well, I would say sun exposure, but it's more to do with bleaching. I think the problem, the
combined?
skin problem,
It is.
it's more bleach and the sun exposure. And there's no. If you don't protect yourself with like the sunscreen and you use a product that is like bleaching, like you will absolutely damage your skin.
The bleaching is an epidemic. I wonder how much of if it got worse over the years, or if people are more informed now and doing less bleaching.
I think now they inform, they kind of inform the skincare, but they can't come out of it so quickly.
Okay.
They can't come out because already the skin's damaged. Most of girls
So
or
what do you
women.
think? What causes the ladies to bleach their skin? Is it some kind of inferior complex of...
Yeah, I think there's a few reasons why. I think the first thing, like, there's something called pregnancy mask, and that happens when during pregnancy, the pigment appear when you're pregnant. So maybe some of them try to remove or take that pregnancy mask, and how they just using the bleaching, and that will take that pigmentation off temporarily, not like forever. So it will come back. If they stop, they will come back again.
But it comes
back. So that's
back.
one. And also, it just became like a beauty standard to be Adan or light skin.
True.
So people think, okay, if you're light or if you're Adan, you're more beautiful than the other girl. And also, like, there's a negative connection. It started from early age, even home. Like, you see, there's two sisters. One is light skin and the other one is dark skin. They will call her names. So from that, her self-esteem and
young age.
self-love will go. So it starts from young age. And also, they don't have enough education of the harms and the risk this might cause. Because it's really, really bad. It's like a poison.
So when they stop using the bleaching, and the natural pigmentation comes back,
it will come back worse.
But it comes worse, because you see them with all these how do you call it?
Pigmentation or hara.
Exactly. It comes completely changed.
Yeah, but it's different.
Is there a solution to that?
Okay, there's two things: melasma and pigmentation. Like, people mix those two together. Melasma is like, happens during pregnancy. It happened to me. That's why I'm really
passionate about it.
So passionate about it, because it happens to me when I was having my third child. And it's something that it's like a brown. Either it's going to happen to you on your
I've seen it.
Cheeks or your forehead. So how can you protect that? Like, they have to start really early from the beginning of the pregnancy. They have to protect using like sunscreen. Till the end. Then there's other active ingredients such as vitamin C, retinol, kojic acid, niacinamide to maintain it later on. That's melasma. Pigmentation. Why is pigmentation? Pigmentation is just because it's more in people with darker skin tone like us. And the more darker skin tone you are, the more melanin is going to happen to me. It's going to happen to you. So if you have a lot of sun exposure, it's going to get worse. It will
damage your skin.
So what we do two different treatment. One is topical creams like retinol. The women or the girls above 25, they could use that, or they could use vitamin C because it's got ingredient that control the pigmentation. Kojic acid and niacinamide is really good for. And the other way is to have like a professional treatments such as microneedling and BRB, so that will reduce the melanin in the skin. Also chemical peel, it will take all the dead skin and exfoliate the skin and lighten the pigmentation.
Okay, but what about us men? We want to be flawless too.
I'm Trollo. You see this?
We want to have a flawless skin as well.
This is sun exposure. You know, the first 5 years I worked for London Soap Sister owner, and we do the Garawa, the invasive planting to charcoal.
She worked outside a lot in the sun.
In the sun exposure. And one of my biggest misperception was, I think I did not need sunscreen, I was thinking.
Yeah.
I need sunscreen, brother. Even a black person needs it, especially in this sun.
We do more than like ethnic groups. Like, as a black, we've got pigmentation and we've got high melanin in our skin. So the more you expose to the sun, the more the melanin will expose to your skin. So we have to control it. We have to control it with sunscreen and go with the good skin care routine as well.
Correct. Yeah. So these things we never knew, because I came from a cold country called Germany in the UK, and we just put cream on. You know what I mean? We never had that issue really, you know, because the sun ain't that strong.
Because we never had that sun, you know. Yeah.
So what treatments for the men? If you want to look. Have a skin like yours.
Well, actually, we don't.
No. You're gonna stop bleaching, Ahmed. My man.
Excuse me.
I'm good.
Do with bleaching. bleaching. Well, we don't discriminate. Like men and
So you would give him bleach actually?
No.
no,
They don't do bleaching.
we don't do bleaching.
They do.
I want to clarify this only because you say we don't discriminate.
No.
We don't like the treatment. The treatment and the
Right.
services that we provide in
Because
Vita
men
Skin.
and women don't have the same treatment, right?
Give me an example.
No,
Oh,
we
they
do.
do? Okay.
We do. Like
Gee.
we do facials. We do microneedling. Both. Like.
What are you going to do with me now? What is what I have? Explain it to him. I have little sunspots that came up. I have them for 2 years now.
Yeah, and that's I think it's the
Sweat.
glands, the sweat
Yeah,
glands,
the sweat,
like overactive sweat glands.
Yes,
So
and they
it's
get
not
closed up.
harmful at all.
Yes.
And it could be removed by the cosmetic. Either there's plasma pen electric or laser.
So what's the treatment you do for me now in Ramadan?
I'm going to start,
inshallah?
inshallah, with plasma pen. And
Hibo, Somalis are naturally, like genetically, have a great skin compared to a lot of people in the world.
yeah.
Why is that? Like, how does that affect? And why do we see a lot of people
Have
terrible skin, for example?
Okay, actually, as Somalis, we have really nice skin, good skin before
Beautiful.
you damage, before anything happened to it, and because the climate that we live in is like hot. So what's going to happen, because we're already dark skin toned, and the melanin will expose more in our skin if we don't do the protection like sunscreen or any other or afford the sun exposure. Other thing that we damaging to our skin, especially the ladies, is the chemical bleaching. If you bleach once, like your skin is really hard to come back. There's a side effect to it, like a small side effect, like the hypersensitivity, hyperpigmentation, itchiness, redness. That's the short effect.
Stretch
but in
marks.
the long term, like it could be kidney damage. And there's a condition called acronosis, and that is like a permanent pigmentation that we can't remove it from ever. So it's just we damaging their skin, but naturally we have the best skin.
Sure. And as we said earlier, the most important thing is the diet. Like Guuleed said earlier, our diet mainly consisted of camel milk, which has so many nutrients.
Yes. Back in the
People
days.
were nomads, livestock herders.
Pasteurizers.
Very good diet.
Yeah.
And now we're eating all we
don't
do
forget-
is carbohydrates. Sada.
Yeah.
Climate change. Climate change is real. Less rain, more sun, and the people work harder than before. Especially our women, they're their mothers. They carry their baby in the womb. Like, I'm telling you right now, 80% is women taking care of the household financially,
I agree, yeah.
And
Our women have this little patch here, which usually indicates malnutrition, right?
No, it's like I said before. Like one is pigmentation, and the other one is melasma, and 70%. It affects 70% of women during pregnancy.
Oh, okay.
So it's because the hormone is fluctuation, and hormone is everywhere. That's why we get in the melasma. But how can we protect? Just apply sunscreen from the beginning, and taking the care of good sun care.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So
I just want to wrap it up with one last question. A lot of people are interested in skincare, and they do try to work on their skin.
Yeah.
What are the most common mistakes they do?
I think the most common mistake is not knowing your skin type. So
that's
a lot of
interesting.
people don't know their skin type. Like what I'm saying, what I'm saying, the skin type is like, are you dry or oily or combination? And then it will come another condition like dry sensitive or dry or oily sensitive. So you need to know your skin type to use the right product. Otherwise, you will use the wrong product. Then you damage or to your skin.
Okay.
So
And that's what you guys do. You can tell a
that's
person.
why I'll check with the consultation what type of skin that you have. Each type of skin have their own
different
product.
treatment.
Yeah.
And different-
correct. It's like cars, You cannot put every oil in every water. It's not the same levels, you know what I mean? And one thing I think we totally forgot in our conversation, our country doesn't really have quality control. Anybody can bring any cream, any items with a name on it. And the stuff in the free zone you buy in Dubai and India and China, they don't care. It's going to Africa. Like UK is very, very well regulated, so we have to be very careful. And that's why I always say, go to Vita Skin. She gets her products from the UK. The quality control. We know what you got is quality, and we know what you put on your skin is good. So on that note, it was a pleasure you coming to the studio. It was a pleasure you gave us this time. And I would like to tell our diaspora communities and our local businessmen communities, you are more than welcome to come. We don't advertise it. We just talk about the experience of a diaspora returnee to the motherland, because you guys are the heroes. We're talking about the mustaqbal and our culture and our future and our religion, how important it is to give it to our kids. And on that note, thank you again for coming around this morning, taking this amazing time for us.
Thank you so much.
Free of charge. Whoever wants to come, Seven's Word
Podcast
is open for anybody. For us, by us.